Hello, welcome back. The third way to solve systems of equations is by elimination. An elimination method is another method used to solve the system of linear equations. One variable is eliminated by adding or subtracting the two equations of the system to maintain a single equation and a one variable. And so it's just easier just to go ahead and walk you through the steps as I show you. So solving the system of equations by adding, and we can always check our answer as well. So when I look at these two, I see 2x minus 3y equals 12, and then I have x plus 3y equals 6. And something that caught my attention is that these two are the opposites of each other. Because they're the opposite of each other, I know if I take negative 3y plus 3y, I'm going to get 0. So I can eliminate the y's in this equation. So I'm going to bring down my equation, x plus 3y equals 6, and place it right underneath there. And I'm going to be adding these because I know if I take negative 3 plus 3, I'm going to get 0. And that's going to give me 0 y's. So that takes it out of eliminates it. So then I have 3x equals 18, and if I divide both by 3, I get x is 6. So there's our x. Then if I take and substitute that x in for either one of them, and I feel like this one here is probably the easiest one to substitute in. So I'm going to take 6 plus 3y equals 6. Take 6 minus 6, I get 0. Y divided by, 3, divide both by 3, and I get 0. So that means that my ordered pair is 6 is x and y is 0. So there's my ordered pair of 6, 0. We're not going to go ahead and check it with graphing at this point. We're just going to go ahead and move on. So let's look at your turn number 3, and I have these two. Now, I look at these and I see two possibles. So I see that I have a single x, and if I subtract, that would be 0, but we're working with adding. And if I'm going to add, I notice that my positive y and my negative y, 1 minus 1 is 0, right? So I'm going to eliminate these. So when I take and work those through, I'm going to find that I have, so I have x plus x, that's 2x. And negative 1 plus 7 is 6. Divide both by 2, I get x is 3. Okay, so our first ordered pair, part of our ordered pair is 3. Now, go back and substitute in 3 for x. And so if I have 3 plus y equals negative 1, subtract 3 from both sides, y equals negative 4. So my ordered pair is 3, negative 4. Let's try the next one, number 4. What are you eliminating, the x's or the y's? If you said the y's, you're correct. If I take 2y minus 2y, I get 0 y's. So I'm going to take my 2x plus 2y equals negative 2. And then I'm going to add my 3x minus 2y equals 12. These two cancel out. 2 plus 3 is 5. And negative 2 plus 12 is 10. Divide both by 5. X is 2. So there's our x value. Replacing one of the x's with 2. Let's go ahead and do the first one. 2 times 2 plus 2y equals negative 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract 4 from both sides. I get negative 2y equals negative 6. Divide by 2, and I get y equals negative 3. So my ordered pair is 2, negative 3. That's our solution to this system. On number 5, take a look at this. Which one are we going to eliminate this time? If you said the x's, you're correct. 6x minus 6x is going to give me 0 x's. So I'm going to write down my equations. And I'm going to add these. So those are gone. 5 plus 7 is 12. Y equals 24. Divide both sides by 12 and I get 2. So my y is going to be 2. Substitute 2 in for either one of these. I'm just going to go ahead and do the first one. So 6x plus 5 times 2 equals 4. I get 6x plus 10 equals 4. Subtract 10 from both sides. Then I get 6x equals negative 6. And then divide by 6 and I get negative 1. So my x is negative 1. So my ordered pair, or my solution, is negative 1, 2 to this system. Alright, so we can do it by subtraction. Do the same thing that we did with addition. We're just going to subtract instead of add this time. So when I look at my systems, my two equations, I see that I have a 3x and a 3x. And I know that if I take 3x minus 3x, I get 0. So I'm going to subtract these two. So we're going to subtract 3x from 3x, that's 0. Subtract 1 from, or negative 1 from 3. 3 minus negative 1 is the same as add 1. That's my 4y. 6 minus negative 6 is the same as adding 6. And that gives me 12. 4y equals 12. Divide by 4, we get y is 3. So there's our 3. We can substitute in y is 3. And so they chose the the second one. So we have 3x minus 3 equals negative 6. Add 3 to both sides, we get 3x equals negative 3. Divide by positive 3, we get x is negative 1. So our solution is negative 1, negative 3. So let's take a look at your turn number 8. Again, we're going to be subtracting. So we got 6x minus 3y equals 6, and 6x plus 8y equals negative 16. And we're going to subtract all of this. What are we eliminating? We are eliminating the x's, aren't we? So 6 minus x is 0 x's. Negative 3 minus 8. Keep change. That would be the same as adding a negative 8. So negative 3 plus negative 8 is negative 11y. And then 6 plus negative 16 would be the same as adding 16. 6 plus 16 is 22. Divide by negative 11, and y is equal to negative 2. Now substituting in y for negative 2. Let's do the first one. So we have 6x minus negative 3. Minus 3 times negative 2 equals 6. Negative 3 times, well, we can do it this way. Add 6. Subtract 6 from both sides. Divide 6 from both sides. And we get 0, negative 2. Remember, if the numerator is 0 and we're dividing by a whole number, our answer is always going to be 0. Okay, take a look at this one. Which ones are we going to eliminate? Yes, we're going to eliminate the y's this time. So we're going to have 4x plus 3y equals 19. And we're going to subtract 6x plus 3y equals 33 from it. These cancel out. 4 minus 6 is negative 2x. And 19 minus 33, got my trusty calculator, is a negative 14. Divide both sides by -2, and x is equal to 7. Okay, let's solve. We can pick either one. I'm going to go ahead and do the first one. So 4 times 7 plus 3y equals 19. 4 times 7 is 28. 19 minus 28 is -9. Divide by +3, and y equals -3. So there's our ordered pair of 7, -3. Let's take a look at this one. Using subtraction, which one can we eliminate? If you said the x's, you're correct. 2 minus 2 is 0, so that's what we're going to eliminate. So we have 2x plus 6y equals 17. 2x minus 10y equals 19, and we're going to subtract this whole thing. So the x's eliminate. 6 minus -10 is the same as adding, so we get 16y. And 17 minus, that would be -2. Subtract, or sorry, divide. Oh, I found an error. Something didn't seem right. So I went back and I looked, and this is a 9, not 19, and that will change this answer here. So we have 17 minus 9, and that's 8. Now when I divide by 16, I get 8 over 16, which is the same as 1/2. So my y is 1/2. So if y is 1/2, 2x plus 6 times 1/2 equals 17. Half of 6 is 3. Oops. Thinking ahead. Subtract 3 from both sides. Divide by 2. X equals 7. So our solution is 7 1/2. Here is an example of a real-world situation that they use systems of equations to determine the cost of different items and how many they intend to buy. So we have the Polar Bear Club wants to buy snowshoes and camp stoves. The club will spend $554.50 to buy them at Top Sports and $602 to buy them at Outdoor Explorer before taxes. But Top Sports is further away. How many of each item does the club intend to buy? And so Top Sports, here's the cost for the snowshoes. Here's the cost for the camp stoves. At Outdoor Explorer, the cost for the snowshoes and the cost for the camp stoves. We see that these two are exactly the same cost. The only difference we see is here and the distance between. Okay? So we have to determine, is it going to be worth the effort? So we're going to choose the variables. X we're going to use for our snowshoes, so this is our X, and our Y is going to be our camp stoves. And we know that the cost for everything at Top Sports was $554.50. So that means if I take my $79.50 times each snowshoe plus $39.25 times each camp stove, I would get a total cost of $554.50. At Outdoor Explorer, it was $89 per snowshoe, so plus $39.25 per camp stove, and we had a total cost there of $602. So those are our two systems. So when I look at these, I see that these two are exactly the same. So we're going to eliminate our y's in this case. So we're going to subtract. $79.50 minus $89 gives me a negative $9.50 per snowshoe equals, and then the difference between these was $47.50. divide both sides by 9.5, and we get $5. Or sorry, 5. So they can buy 5 snowshoes at this price. Then we have substituting the value of x as 5 into the equation, and so we took the one for top sports, added or multiplied 5 times 79.50, got 397.50 plus 39.25y equals 554.50. Divided it, found it that y is 4. So what we found is that we have a solution of 5, 4. So the club intends to buy 5 pairs of snowshoes and 4 camp stoves. Okay. At the county fair, the Baxter family bought 6 hot dogs and 4 juice drinks for $16.70. The Farley family bought 3 hot dogs and 4 juice drinks for a total of $10.85. Find the price of a hot dog and the price of a juice drink. So they bought 6 hot dogs, that'll be our x, and 4 juice drinks, and so that'll be our y. So we have 6x plus 4y equals 1670. Then we have 3 hot dogs, so 3x plus 4 juice drinks, and that was a total of 1085. Looking at these two equations, which one am I going to eliminate? Yes, I'm going to eliminate my y's. So I have my 6x plus 4y equals 1670, and 3x plus 4y equals 1085. Because they are exactly the same, the best solution is to add or subtract. If you said subtract, you're correct. These are eliminated, and we have 9x equals, and we're going to take 1670, and we're going to subtract our 1085 from that. Oops. Sorry about that. Try this again. 1670 minus 10.85, and I get $5.85. Divide both by 9, and I get 65 cents. Oh, there's an error. How many of you caught that before I did? If I take 6 minus 3, I get 3, not 9. So we're dividing everything by 3. So 585 divided by 3 gives us $1.95. So it's $1.95 for my x value. Now let's find our y value. Let's see, I'm going to let's do the second one. So 3 times x, in this case, is going to be $1.95, plus 4y, 4 juice boxes, was a total of $10.85. $1.95 times 3 gives me $5.85. Subtract. And that gives me 5. And if I divide that by 4, I get $1.25. So what this means, the hot dog, they cost $1.95 each. The juice box, or the juice drinks, were $1.25 each. Okay? If you have any questions, please make sure that you're talking to your teacher. Thank you.